Hello everyone, Izzy22x here. We're in the semi-finals with HypnoticMilotic from the Prism, and this is actually a very scary match. The short version is that this was the deciding match. We were 3-3. I had to win for our team to make it to finals, and I didn't expect Hypnotic to bring this team. Hypnotic has been bringing this weird Malamar Eldegoss, and I was hoping he will bring that because we had to reschedule our match, and I just felt like they were not gonna have time to prep, but I think they did what I did and prepped like way ahead. But yeah, I'm using Liako's team actually. I didn't do any changes because I didn't think my match was gonna matter, but I was comfortable enough with this team. It took me a little bit to get used to it, but it was something I was pretty comfortable. And getting into the matchup, one of the most important things was actually getting into Hypnotic's head. So, looking at this team, you wouldn't bring Regieleki. 100%, like, I should respect Hypnotic and not bring Regieleki. But I decided not to respect that. I decided because he thought I would do that will allow me to actually abuse it potentially, and I didn't have to Dynamax Lecky if I saw that they brought Raichu. But this is actually really working out in my favor because I thought Lecky or Urshifu was a pretty strong start because I was pretty sure they were going to start Blacephalon. And looking at this team, they should have brought Garchomp. I actually was terrified of them bringing Garchomp. Out of this entire team, Garchomp probably was the one thing I was scared. But like I said, I know Hypnotic is probably at least I don't see him a lot of the BGC scene. He is on the 2-0 so far, or maybe 3. I know he had beaten a lot of good players with his other team. So they start with Heatran, Blacephalon, and it's actually perfect. I actually really like this start. I was tempted to, I forgot if this Regieleki had Electrobit, but I wanted to scare them with Regieleki. If they had not brought Raichu, my game plan was get in their head and be like, hey, I have this scary Raichu. I mean, a scary Regieleki. If you don't bring your freaking Raichu, you're dead. I was pretty scared that Blacephalon was potentially Sash. So I wanted, if they were gonna go for the, I forgot what attack it is, the Mind Blow, I wanted to like go for the Sucker Punch. And I think one of the things that Hypnotic didn't do was not start his Dynamax. I think he played turn 1 really passive. I don't know if he read like the stuff that John Mark put, but I am probably the most scoutable player in the entire EGL league. And the reason why I say that is because I actually put these videos in YouTube with my thought process. That's why I'm also purposely not putting this for my match against Gil. But I go for the Sucker Punch here. It actually KOs Blacephalon and is not Sash, with thank God. So I don't know if they were probably Scarf or Ban or something, but I had to respect that. And then the Heatran didn't Dynamax, which is actually huge, and I get the KO with it. I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna get the kill on that, but this was probably Shuka Berry. They probably were gonna go for a High Horse, and I don't agree with that. You had to Dynamax Heatran if you were trying to kill a Lecky, or they were not aware that this was Liako's team. But yeah, we get a really solid 2 KO. I don't know what Hypnotic might have tried on with the Blacephalon, but I respected that Blacephalon. I used it before with Hypnosis memes. I think they were gonna go for the Mind Blow attack to boost up their Heatran. But anyway, here I thought they were gonna like potentially max guard Moltres, and I just wanted to kill Comfy. This is a 4v2. I need to respect that Comfy has to die. Moltres is not gonna KO me, and I'm gonna always be faster, and I have Sash too, right? So I was pretty sure too, given the team, that this Moltres, because they brought it, it was a weakness policy Moltres, so I was just gonna ignore it. I just needed to kill Comfy so it wouldn't do the annoying floral healing. Another thing that I thought Hypnotic might do is that they could max guard Trick Room, but that's why Comfy was always my safest choice. And if they did ally switch for some reason, I mean, then I still win. But my priority was always Comfy in this battle, regardless of what they did with Moltres, because I was pretty confident they couldn't kill me. Also, I believe Moltres needed to be +2 Maxer Stream to even outspeed my Regieleki, because in game 2 I noticed that it was actually really, really slow. But yeah, this actually was really, really good for me. They go for the helping hand, and again, I believe they target my Urshifer, which is Sash. And I think this is where like part of his inexperience shows up, because you will never target my Urshifer in this case. Like, Urshifer can kill you. Look like a close combat. They went for the max Airstream, and I think they should have max Airstream my Regieleki, because that probably will have done more. Yeah, so this is pretty much game over. And I got my plan done, though. I showed them, hey, I have this very, very scary Regieleki in play. You better bring Raichu last. Because I honestly don't know if he respected me enough that I will respect him to not bring Raichu. But, as I said, he should have brought Raichu or Garchomp. I don't think the Heatran Blacephalon was the right way. I do believe he was trying to go for a strat, just like he does with Malamar. But also, Regieleki just kills there. Like, look at that. Not even a crit. So good. But yeah, see, I was still faster even at them at +1. So yeah, they needed to be +2 to beat my Regieleki. Anyway, for game 2 though, I already had a game plan. I show you how scary my Regieleki is. You're gonna bring Raichu and Garchomp. So I swapped it up because I knew that that's what Hypnotic was gonna play. I got into his head, and it was super safe for me to actually bring Glacier and Clefairy for the second game, because I was like, there's no way you don't bring Garchomp and Raichu for game 2. And I think that's I think he didn't need to bring Garchomp, but I think he also misplayed. He Dynamax once again his Moltres. Like, his game plan should always had been Garchomp or Heatran. Like, I have nothing for... Well, I have Glacier for Garchomp, actually, never mind. But, like, I do think that Moltres should have never been, like, his main thing, given that I had an offensive Regieleki. I think his win com should have always been Heatran, potentially, or Garchomp. Or, like, you know, at least get Trick Room up. But it was a little tough call for him, because his team was very, very weak to either Milotic or Glacier, which is the two main Pokemons you use to Dynamax. And I went really, really aggressive on him. Because if he allowed me to be anywhere passive, if he allowed me at all to, like, just let me get the way out, I was just gonna go for it. But yeah, Glacier Clefairy, 100%. I didn't see any issue that I didn't see any reason not to bring Glacier this turn. And the main reason was because I knew he was no longer going to bring Heatran and Blacephalon. I had made it seem that Regieleki was a scary Pokemon, and therefore you should bring stuff to protect it. But I also knew that I was safe having Regieleki in the back. My fourth Pokemon here, I actually wasn't sure if I wanted Urshifer or Celesteela. I ended up with Urshifer because Sash is always pretty good. And now I realized I also have Raichu. Raichu probably has the Sash. But anyway, yeah, given those things, I was pretty confident that they were going to start at least Raichu or Garchomp. And I was pretty sure they were going to at least bring both. So they start Garchomp, Moltres. And here's the thing. I have Regieleki in the back. They could Dynamax, Protect. They could do whatever they wanted with Moltres. I didn't care. I needed to keep Garchomp. Garchomp was actually more annoying because obviously I have nothing for it if Eleki is my final game. I didn't go greedy. I didn't want to try and go for a Source Dance, because Garchomp could just EQ me potentially. And I want the Clefairy to be alive as much as possible. So they actually didn't go for the EQ. They went for the Rock Slide, which I actually was very confused. But Hypnotic did go for the Nasty Plot, and mad respects on that. I think it was a little bit greedy. I think at that point you potentially Dynamax Garchomp to max Quake me instead, because I don't think Moltres was the way. But yeah, like this lead, I knew I could ignore Moltres. as long as I was able to kill everything else. Like, I was very, very scared that Hypnotic will realize, oh, he's like, I don't know if he realized I was just gonna ignore his Moltres the whole time. But that was my whole goal. Like, I don't care if you have Moltres. If I can kill everything else, my Aleki will beat things. So yeah, I protect Clefairy because I want to Clefairy. I thought they might go for Clefairy. They said they go for the Rock Slide, and then they go Nasty Plot on the Moltres. And again, I don't agree with the Nasty Plot. I think you should just go for damage at this point. And oh, no Nasty Plot. My bad. I swear I thought. Okay, they went for Hurricane. Still, I don't agree. And can we talk about the fact that they actually got the Raw Hurricane? Like, what? What? That's not fair. Raw Hurricane right there. Okay, I actually swear I thought I saw them at +2. So maybe it was the weakness policy broke. Anyway, Garchomp is dead, and that was scary thing number 1 for my Aleki. We're at +1, so whatever they bring should die next turn. And, you know, like I said, I can't believe they got that rock because it actually matters. The damage that they ended up doing to my poor, that hurricane damage matters in the late game. But anyway, I was like, what are we bringing? Okay, so they're bringing Comfy. I'm gonna kill Comfy. And at this point, I was actually kind of scared. Is that did they not bring? Did they not bring Raichu? So I went with like the Helping Hand just in case it was a Babiri Comfy. I just wanted Comfy dead. I needed to know if they had Raichu in the bag because like I said, I didn't care about Moltres. I don't agree that I might have played it risky, but I needed to know what his last Pokemon was because I do think that a Helping Hand Isaac thing will kill Moltres from here at +1 2. But I didn't want to risk it. This could have been a huge misplay because I was like pretty confident at this point that I was gonna win. But like I said, again, Comfy is very, very annoying. So they go for the Draining Kiss, and it shows that it's a weakness policy Moltres. And I'm just like, okay, well, you're not gonna kill me with Frangar. So I was like, I'm pretty confident you got. And then they do Max Rockfall, and I don't agree with this move. The Max Rockfall was actually really, really weird from them. And the reason why I say this is weird is that they have Sash on Raichu. They're just breaking their own Sash at this point. I mean, I have Worshiper in the bag and it breaks it too, but Raichu's more annoying. Anyway, here I almost threw. I thought, given how little that Rockfall did to me, I didn't think it was gonna kill my Glacier. Because I don't know if they got a high roll, or I just miscalced it, or it was the sand chip. But I thought I was gonna be able to survive another Max Rockfall from them. But I didn't. But yeah, here's where they show up that they do have indeed Raichu. So I misplay a little bit here. The safer thing, because I thought they were probably gonna just like fake me out. So I didn't want to follow me, but I ideally should have. But I protected Clefairy just to see what Raichu does. But I do think the safer thing was probably just follow me and get the KO on Raichu. I misplay here pretty huge because the one thing I don't like about this mode with Glacier is that I'm always gonna be slower. So they did go for the fake out. Okay, so I remember Ron. I swear I thought they were going for Snuzzle, but they meant Max Rockfall. So yeah, my Glacier was dead anyway. Yeah, I honestly thought I might survive that, but maybe it was either a high roll or it was a low roll the turn before. But this is why I'm saying that the initial Hurricane damage, like the raw Hurricane that they did to me, matter in the long run, which again, BS, but whatever. And this is still fine. This is still fine. If they're Sash, they broke their own Sash. And Urshifer will kill. Like, and then Regieleki can clean up. Because here I just follow me. And Raichu actually went for the Nuzzle, which a little bit annoying, but good thing I'm killing it here. because I was pretty confident, since if it was Sash Raichu, it's probably just timid 252, 252. So there was going to be no bulk. That's another thing, is like, I feel like some of the EV spreads on this team might have been a little bit strange. I think they might have been a little too standard of 252s, but it worked on my favor, and this is game over. Like I said, I killed the things that I knew I needed. Improvements to this game was try to stop reading the protects on his Moltres. I kept thinking he was going to protect his Moltres multiple times, because one of the things they could have done, to be quite honest, was just like TR, and then actually like waste my Dynamis turns and get their weakness policy. But it is what it is. I think that the best thing, like I said, is probably maybe I could have just killed Moltres, but since I had Regieleki in the bag, I was pretty confident. And this like Clefairy kills me. And remember, I did say that I still outspeed. Game 1 showed that I still outspeed this Moltres at +1. So yes, I lost my Sash here, but I still get an attack, because they have to hit Hurricane too. But yeah, Hypnotic brought a team that I didn't expect. I was honestly a little nervous. They did say that I was the first person to beat it, but I think they shouldn't have put the baskets on Moltres. Against my team with an offensive Aleki, I think Garchomp was probably the better play. And then they brought too many supports on game 2, like Comfy and Raichu at the same time. I don't agree with that. But yeah, GG's Hypnotics, and we are gonna go now to the finals. I actually do know who I'm fighting, which is my friend Gil. It's against the Prime members, and I don't know if my match will matter, but it will be the last one. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye!